In this video, I walk through the weird and wonderful water fight that is the New Year celebration in April in Chiang Mai, Thailand.
Welcome to Songkran 2023.
I get shot at, dumped on, and find an unusual use for non-lubricated condoms.
Well, welcome to Songkran 2023. We are in Chiang Mai, Thailand, where I've been for the better part of the last couple months. And as you can see, people are armed today with water guns and buckets of water. Because Songkran is the Thai New Year. And today is Maha Songkran. Today is Maha Songkran, which marks the last day of the old year, the old zodiac sign. And today the festivities in Chiang Mai are really beginning. What the water is about is a cleansing ritual. It's a ritual to cleanse the bad ideas and bad luck off of people. But as you can see, the kids and drunk tourists turning it into a way to have fun and take out their anger on one another. So I have not protected myself from getting wet. But I have protected my camera equipment. I was going to go to the store and buy water housing for my Osmo Pocket Cam, but it's Songkran, so everything is closed. And instead, I went to the grocery store and got this $2 water bottle that I modified by grinding off some of the plastic on the concrete. And my lavalier microphone, my lav mic is being protected by a non-lubricated condom, which who knew they would come in so handy. And then my mic pack is similarly waterproofed in a plastic bag. So this is an event I was sure would be worthy of filming, but took some preparation. And I did a camera test, and the footage wasn't too bad, but this water bottle's not exactly perfect, so there may be some smear on the image that we are just gonna have to live with. This is quite common. I've seen this all day long. Happy Songkran!
Yeah.
The riding in the back of pickup trucks. So let's see what they're armed with here. What do we got? We're working with a cooler full of water, a giant bucket full of water. He's got a water bucket. Dad's got the water gun. Hello, Thailand! All right, buddy, you ready to go? He's ready. Go for it. Get some water there. Whoa! He's not playing around. He's got the big guns. More and more and more and more of that to come. Let me flip the camera around and y'all can see what is going down here in Chiang Mai for Songkran. Food, of course. Let's hope the food doesn't get wet. We wouldn't want that. Sawasdee krab. Hello, Thailand.
I think you should have water gun.
Huh?
You should buy water gun because you find another one.
Well, later on, because right now I got to talk with one hand
Okay.
and hold the camera with the other one. Oh, there's my buddy from earlier. Yeah, you see this whole riding in the back of trucks thing is like a big deal. Typically, you don't see that many people riding around in the pickup trucks like that. But for Songkran, that's like, you know, that's like your military tank right there. That's like your Humvee for Songkran. Dad's pickup truck. Let's see. I think my water bottle is starting to sweat a little bit. My water bottle here is not exactly the perfect tool. I can see it starting to sweat a little bit. But I'm gonna keep on going until I get to a place where I can dry it out. I mean, if I were to stop here and try to dry this thing out, I don't think it's happening. So let's see. Let me pull off to the side in this parking lot and get this camera resituated, because we're about to come up on the Taipei Gate, which is like water fight central here in Chiang Mai. Give me 1 second. Okay, we are back up and running, and let's see how much more mileage I can get out of my makeshift waterproof camera housing. I don't know that it's going to last that long before fogging up, because we are about to walk over to the Taipei Gate, which is, like I said, water fight central here in Chiang Mai. And Chiang Mai really takes this whole water fight thing to another level. Yeah, Chiang Mai supposedly takes the water fight thing to a whole different level with the buckets of water. Apparently they use the squirt guns in other cities like Bangkok. But here, you had better be prepared to get really soaked. And there's no excuse. There's no time to make the excuse like you've got your $3,000 MacBook Pro with you, or your $5,000 DSLR setup. No, there will be no time for those armed with the buckets and the water guns to care about that. Your MacBook and your DSLR are just going down. So that's why the sales of... Oh, I just got... Okay. That's a tradition I was not aware of. I just got face painted. So we'll have to Google that later and figure out what that means. Hopefully that's good luck as well. Luck that I don't get my camera totally soaked by the water here. But here we go. This is Taipei Gate. And earlier today, I came through here about 10 a.m. and there was a parade procession going through with women in traditional Thai outfits like this woman here, but they're on bicycles. That's a big part of the festivities here. The women wearing traditional Thai clothing and harkening back to the days of old when people rode bicycles around this city. Just an FYI, if you're coming to Chiang Mai, it might be a quaint, romantic idea to ride, to have a picture of yourself riding a bicycle around the old city. But people get killed here doing that. Traffic is not kind to pedestrians here. There's no pedestrian right away. Your ass is getting run over. And apparently, there have been Western tourists who have been injured, and families of Western tourists who have been killed here in Chiang Mai on bicycles. And they've taken that to the court of law, but the courts basically laugh at them and say, you're a Westerner, you've got money, why are you renting a cheap bicycle? You should rent a car because you can afford it. So basically, if you get killed in Chiang Mai on a bicycle, the view of the legal system here is that it's your fault for being a cheapskate. The reason why you should not ride the bicycle here is because the traffic is just super dangerous, and on the bicycle there's no way to like power your way out of the accident that's about to happen, where you might be able to do so on a motorbike or a motorcycle, and at least you'd be protected by the steel frame of a car. But yeah, getting killed on bicycles here in Chiang Mai is apparently a thing. Okay, so looks like we are in the thick of it here. We've got a whole army of Western dudes coming down the road here with their water cannons. Right on cue. The other thing that I'm worried about today, aside from my camera and sound equipment, which seem to be doing okay, the other thing I was worried about was getting soaked with water from the moat here, the old city moat. The city authorities earlier this week and the previous weeks, they dredged it out, and they were preparing the moat for Songkran, for the big water fight. And you can see they've got these buoys lining the water here. Apparently that's sort of a safety measure. You can see people pulling water out of the moat here with buckets. And the moat smells like a bacterial infection. So I'm not entirely sure from a medical or scientific standpoint exactly how safe it is to get doused with the water. Yeah, these buckets of water here are coming right out of the moat. And so it is shower time for me as soon as I get back to my room. And now that I've been soaked with the moat water, I'm kind of in a hurry to do so. Oh yeah, here we go. Anytime you hear EDM music, you know it's Show Central. I know the sound of the music is really loud, so I'll hold off on the commentary for a minute and see if I can get some of this water off of the housing. I'll hold off on the commentary for a minute and just thank you. Never ends. And just walk through and let you all check it out. Uh-oh, look at this guy. Uh-oh, don't shoot, don't shoot! Oh! I asked for that.
Oh my God.
We're getting really fogged up here. Let me cut the camera and I'll be right back with a cleaner view of what's going on here. Okay, I stepped into the hotel here to reset the camera housing, and you can see what a to-do this Songkran Festival is. The hotel's got a yellow brick road of white bath towels. So I don't think it's for the mess. I think it's so people don't slip and fall and crack their head open, as I almost just did. So here we go. It's gonna get super loud again. I'm going to walk through the festivities here so y'all can check it out. And when I can hear myself again, I'll continue my commentary.
Mal rübergehen.
These people are getting a free car wash, that's for sure. I see a lot of this white muck that was painted on my face. Oh, thank you. Not quite sure what that is, so I'll have to do my homework when I finish shooting. So now we're leaving Taipei Gate. I'll give you a view down the moat here so you can see how packed it is. Of course, this is my first year here, and this year the crowds are reportedly a bit thinner than usual because of the terrible air quality here in Chiang Mai. It is god awful. It's burning season, and farmers in northern Thailand and Myanmar, they set their rice fields on fire. They burn the fields to reset them to plant crops for the next year. And it is constant smoke in the air. The city, the best way I could describe it is that the city smells like a campsite. You know, you go camping with friends and family, and after you're done for the night, you put out the campfire, and maybe you wake up in the morning and now you're not drunk and rowdy anymore. You're sort of fresh and bright-eyed, and you step outside of the tent and it just smells like an ashtray. Well, that's pretty much what Chiang Mai smells like every morning. Oh, here are people with an actual makeshift Hummer. Looks like a Nissan pickup truck that they Hummered out there. All right, it is getting super loud again. So I'm just gonna let it roll for a minute. These people got the, they got the heavy artillery here. look out for the old lady. I have a feeling she may be the nastiest of them all with her water bucket. Armed and dangerous. The food miraculously has not been soaked wet. I don't know how that is, but okay, I stopped to reset my camera and I realized it had not been recording. It looked like it's overheating. And ironically, right before I realized my camera was overheating, I was just talking about how hot it was here, in addition to the bad air quality in Chiang Mai. Today it's like 103 or 104. So I'm not quite tired of getting soaked just yet. In fact, right now I'm staying at a small, inexpensive room with no air conditioning, and the place is usually pretty cool, but anytime I go for a walk in Chiang Mai, day or night, I shower as soon as I get back and just sort of stand in front of the fan soaking wet, like a makeshift version of air conditioning. So we are back around the other side of Taipei Gate, and now I'm going to walk down the main boulevard here in Chiang Mai over to the Three Kings Monument, because this is Songkran Central, where all the action is, and I'll see if I can make it over there without having to stop down again because of foggy camera water housing. I also reviewed some of the footage when I just stopped, and it looks like I'm getting kind of a fishbowl type of a glare sometimes when the sun hits this $2 camera waterproofing, but I think it's bearable. This guy, he's got a raincoat on. Like that's gonna do anything. Oh yeah, whoa. That guy had a spoon. Kind of worried about the guy with a spoon. I hope his mental health has been certified. Who brings a spoon to a water gun fight? Whoa! As you can see, people are really having a good time of it here. And this city is awash in tourism right now. For the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've not seen this many foreign people here in Chiang Mai. But as I was saying before, and I'm not sure if it was recorded before my camera overheated and shut down, the crowds are supposed to be a little bit thinner this year than they have been in previous years because of the heat, because of the air quality. I mean, this air quality is no joke. I really like Chiang Mai. It's a chilled out city. It's not party central like Bangkok. It's very inexpensive. I really like living here, but I really hate this air quality. And I'm not asthmatic. I don't have respiratory issues. I've never been one to complain about air quality when I've lived in big cities like Los Angeles. Never bothered me. But here, you're always this like burning sensation in your nose. People are always coughing. It probably is not a good ingredient for a healthy elder age and retired life. There are a lot of retired people here. I don't know how they deal with the air quality. I mean, they wear masks, but who wants to do that? Didn't we do enough of that during COVID? So, okay, so here, maybe this is like a safe zone. You know, I mean, we got sushi set up here. So apparently this is a safe area from the water guns. I love it. They sell sushi here for 10 baht a piece. So that's like 30 cents. Yeah, all the food vendors are set up along this road here. So this must be, you know, a water gun free area. I don't think soaking wet fried chicken would taste very good. I did not know that this event was about to go down in Chiang Mai. I heard a few mentions about it, but I didn't know it was this big of a deal. I didn't know it was the Thai New Year. It is quite a big deal, which goes to show you, you could live in a place for 3 months and there's still something new and something this big to learn about the culture. But as I said, I do enjoy living here. The cost of living is super low. I'm in the simple room that I mentioned right now, but I'm only paying 350 baht per night, about $10 per night. Okay, so since I saw you guys last, I had quite a chain of events. The camera overheated so bad that it wouldn't turn back on again, so I walked all the way back to my room to let it cool down, only to realize that I was locked out because the keys must have fallen out of my pocket one of the several times that I pulled out this rag to wipe down the camera housing. So I retraced my steps, and luckily enough, Swaddy Cup. Luckily enough, the keys were at the last place that I stopped to check the camera. But at that time, I was already committed to paying the rekeying fee for both the motorbike and the room that I'm renting, because, well, loss and damage is such a common part of film production that there's a line item for it on most film budgets called loss and damage, or L&D. And L&D tends to be where you bury the bodies in a film budget, both figuratively and literally. For instance, if you're the line producer on Boogie Nights, you might hide the expenses for Paul Thomas Anderson's heavy cocaine habit in the L&D line. Or if you were producing Black Hawk Down, that might be where you hide the expenses for Tom Sizemore's Prostitutes, L&D. But luckily I didn't L&D anything today. I also had time when I went back to my room with the keys to Google what that white face paint was all about. And as I assumed, it's a Buddhist ritual for warding off evil spirits. And if someone does that to you here at Songkran, you're supposed to leave it on as a sign of respect. Although, I don't know how it's supposed to ward off evil spirits if one of these guys is just gonna hose it off of you 2 feet down the street. But anyway, I also thought about what's going on with this camera here and why it keeps overheating. I thought maybe, you know, because it's like 38 Celsius, 39, over 100 degrees Fahrenheit today. But I realized, well, I went to school for a Bachelor of Arts and an MBA, and engineering is not part of my academic pedigree. So it didn't occur to me that what I was doing was basically building a greenhouse for this camera. That's not only trapping in the steam, but the camera's own heat. And so that's why it keeps shutting down. But it did do its job for $2. It did the important thing and kept the camera safe from all this water and got us through this video shoot. But I know that it's going to overheat again soon, so I won't have much longer on this take. And it looks like the party is really getting started. So I'm gonna take some of my L&D money and spend it on some really bad behavior tonight. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Like a reverse wet t-shirt contest. Get him! Go ahead.
Follow me for weekly new videos as I explore the world and document my experiences of food, travel, and culture.